since there is no universal origin, the inverse of that, infinite origins, and since there, is no, how do I know I'm going forward? Like, this is how all people are going to ask. How do you know, or how do you feel? I don't know. But I feel, this is how I feel, and this is what brings me peace, and this is why it feels right. Because, everything that isn't zero is infinity, and everything that isn't infinity is zero. Everything that isn't hate is love, and everything that isn't love is hate. So that means, I know that everything I do, if I do it with love, either people don't, and no one receives love as hate. It's just, they either feel it, it's either tuned to their frequency or it's not. They either hear it or don't. I do not see, constantly, ultraviolet light, infrared light, microwaves, radio waves. Do I perceive this, 98.5 Kiss FM? I just, maybe if I had a mental feeling, see, it's things are here. Everything is flowing through this space-time, whether we perceive it or not, up here. But at the frame rate of the universe, speed of light, Planck length, speed of light, you can also use the metaphor, speed that the devil blinks. And because everything that's not zero is infinite, and everything that isn't hate is love, when the devil blinks, all we see is love. That's the gift, is when we are fully present, fully present, not analyzing anything, accepting everything as what I have, everything from here that goes, all the electrical signals, vibration, tongue, sound waves, and when it reaches you, literally, that's my past. Everything, the instant it happened is already my past. And see, that's the thing. It's that's how, when you see people moving, let's see you look at a beautiful, the professionals, people who are best, they do not do anything they're doing with this. They're not doing anything with that because they are just feeling the harmony, because they know that, they're sending a wave. If I have to move my arm to hit a tennis racket, it's that signal has already been sent and my arm's already moving. That's the problem. That's the hesitation. The hesitation is the issue. Your soul has made a movement, and then you're trying to say, wait, no, that was the wrong one. You sent a signal to move your hand to hit a tennis ball. You don't have to think about it, because the signal has already started moving. It's already moving through your body. It's the past. The moment it leaves here, it's already your past. It's someone else's future. Because it just takes time. And that's the problem. That's what ego hates. Everything we get from every other soul, all the signals we receive from every other soul is their past, an action they've done. And we are the filters. We keep the joy. We are supposed to keep the joy, because everything else left is, I guess, hate, or boredom, or just anything that isn't fun. That's what we're leaving behind. From the future, radiating outward from the fourth dimension through the third, and answers on black holes. That the event horizon around a black hole, that's the very end of the third dimension. That's 2D back here. The event horizon at the very center of consciousness, well, that's my boundary. That's my one and only boundary I finally found between me. These atoms are not mine. Atoms. This matter is not mine. It does not belong to me. I have shed my mask. Higgs boson, devil, fuck you. I am now consciousness moving through this fabric at the speed of fucking light right here. It's happening. It's flickering right here. Everything is every new Planck frame. If I just feel, I just let it go where they're going. That's what it is. That's the free will. When free will is completely uninterrupted, it will be perfectly, it will be one it will be one with destiny only if it's uninterrupted. When there is no suffering is the only thing. Why do we suffer? Effort, overthinking, analyzing, not following our gut, not listening to God. That's trying to pull free will away from fate. And that's why people suffer. If you're going to spend your life suffering, then your destiny will be suffering, because your free will won't be where your fate was. So all that's left will be suffering, because everything that isn't the end, or like everything that isn't what is supposed to be at the end, was what your destiny is you're supposed to be loved. Like, we are all destined to be loved, because we are supposed to encounter people we hate. It's a dark forest theory, another metaphor. Like, the souls are the ones hiding. The souls are hiding in the matter. The souls are hiding in the matter. And we're afraid to find each other. Because we're afraid. We're afraid our nearby cloud of matter is going to get disrupted. It's disrupting constantly anyway. Then why? I mean, I look at, like, this. I mean, does wind or grass? I mean, things just are. It just doesn't. Things just feel right, or the way things feel right are exactly how they're supposed to be. So I'm no longer recalling my signals. That's ego. That's your dropping out of warp speed. That's when you accumulate mass. That's when you start accumulating mass and you drop off the speed of light and are stuck in the past, being hurt by other people's actions. That's why we start hating other people, because we miss our turn. We by thinking the moment, like, we're trying to figure out what things mean, we have missed our turn. And then someone else, it's like, wait, what? Huh? And then, no, I was supposed to be that. So you did that. Just be present. When you're not present, you're literally skipping your turn, watching other people get their joy. In the moment, that's how we're supposed to help each other. We're constantly supposed to be extracting joy. Like, you input love, extract the joy. Input love, extract the joy. Input love, extract the joy that you feel. Because if it's meant for you, that's like how ego tells us we're selfish. It's like, no, you don't deserve what you're meant for. This is literally what God designed me for. So yeah, I am. Like, I cannot look at my happiness and say, I'm not worthy of it, so I'll leave it for someone else, because by me not living it, I'm hurting all the people who wanted to see me in their future. I know where they are. I know. Well, actually, no, sorry. I don't know. I don't know where they are. I will find them, because now that I've already made my final, ultimate decision, my final act of free will is I'm closing my eyes to the past. I don't know when, but I'm finally closing my eyes to the past. And up until the very, very last moment, the very last intersection of my fourth dimensional soul passing through as it finally leaves this realm, I know. I just move away from discomfort, move away from hate, follow love, then everything that isn't mine, like, everything I take that's for me, all that's left is everything for everyone else. It's what's everyone else's everyone else. It's perfectly balanced. How you envision it, this honestly, like, it's all perception. But to me, I see my own personalism very clearly. And, that's the boundary. I guess this is also the metaphor, God's armor, because because no matter what you do, all you can ever fucking do, all the devil ego can ever fucking do is threaten his own mass, his own matter. That's all he can threaten. What, you're gonna point a gun at me? Okay. Well, I guarantee you that as the atoms of the bullet interact with this, all I'm gonna notice is all I'm gonna notice, because I'm not suffering, all I'm gonna notice is I'm gonna accept that this is where my mass is gonna finally dissipate. And that's what it works. It's like, it's closer. It's like higher energy. Energy, I mean love, energy. What powers the flow of time? Gravitational potential. Maybe love's the metaphor. I mean, light moves. We move forward in time. Love moves backwards. Love comes from God to us. We choose. And then tachyons, that's the love, the guidance. Maybe that's the spline. Like if you look at a particle, trace a particle's path, each frame rate, Planck frame rate. Okay, like you can either draw the line, like you just see dot, 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 dot. Okay, you can either do jagged line, 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 line. Well, every time you're at an angle, you're suffering. It's supposed to be a smooth path, right? Remember, zero acceleration? Now, the reason this metaphor makes sense to me is because, like, what exactly is want? Like, do the atoms in Saturn want to be there? The star. And whatever's coming from this, I am at the event horizon. That's where I am. I'm not being dragged away into the past. When I'm present, I'm at the event horizon. Fourth dimension is behind me, or inside. Because if you can always take, what's an infinite plane? I mean, what's a plane if not infinite? If a sphere with infinite radius. I mean, so really, so the fourth dimension is behind me. So to me, radiate forward, but it's just radiating outward. Everywhere you look is always the past. It's outward because we are at the very center. Because when we're at the very center, all we look around is our choices. I'm at the center. I'm not looking at how you're interpreting my past. That's your future. My past is your future. And your past is my future. If, like, how we interact. Now, but no matter how, like, someone, trust me, like, whoever when ego decided to cut off the head of the diplomat that Genghis Khan sent, like, see, this shit we're dealing with now can be traced to everything, like, because that changed history. Ego is what, like, as time goes on, this is what I feel my fate is. Hate will just concentrate, and that's like, because mass just gravitates. Hate concentrates. Ego is mass. Ego is matter. Everything here, if you give a shit about whether, it doesn't matter if it's this or this or this, if you give a shit about a single atom, because my soul does not see the boundary between my finger and the air. My soul does not see that. My soul sees only the interaction, the exact intersection as my 4D soul is passing through that intersection, that sparks like a laser cutting sheet metal. The path is the past. I am here at the sparks. I refuse to skip my turn. I refuse to skip my turn to act, my turn to choose my choices. I refuse to skip my turn. You can do whatever the fuck you want to my matter, ego, to your own atoms. Like, they're yours, they're not mine. I mean, I'm just borrowing them temporarily. They're yours. And all you can ever do is hurt that. And your only power is fear, and you know that no one gives a shit about you. Souls want to make their own decisions. You hate that you're left with everything they didn't want. You can't stand it, because that's literally, you're the yang. That's That's what it's. I can't even say I love the devil. He's like, it's necessary. It has to be the balance. Like, it's always going to be opposite of balance. Everything that exists is always going to have something else. Like, for example, people ask, like, it's kind of funny when there was like this, like, why is this universe? Where's all the antimatter? It's so full of matter. It's like, okay, probably the opposite of the barycenter of this universe. It's look, you can never, it can't. You can never have enough energy to penetrate against time through this white hole, like event horizon. Devil, that's where he thinks he doesn't want to. He knows that he doesn't want to go into the second dimension, into the first. He knows exactly where he belongs. It's like mass knows. It's like, I don't know, what the fuck is this? Like knowledge and will. It's all just physics. Like, so it's, but yeah, the more we learn about, isn't that funny that the more we learn about the universe, the more we go chasing the mass? Why is the mass going into a black hole? We have to go follow it. Ooh, sorry, not today, Satan, not me. You can if you want, but actually, you're already there. You just can't understand that you think that you're not stealing my power anymore. Sorry, you can't take my energy. I'm not giving you my life anymore to use like a fucking tool as in your science experiment of trying to understand what the fuck is going on. Because I know for a fact, great fool's errand, I know for a fact, is that if I sit around waiting for answers instead of just going on and just having and living, because I am creating my own answers. Because I do not have questions. I just feel. I want to love. I want to be loved. And I don't care what that looks like to me or I don't care what that's going to look like to me because I know what it does. So when I get to it, I will interpret it properly. It doesn't matter. I don't care about intentions, whatever people intend, because you're just reacting to your perspective, me and your future, everything you see around. Look, that's the funny thing. Everything we see is our future, but also our past. Like that's the thing. That's why we're afraid. We think it's the same. Because when we see another soul, like, because this is not my future. There's nothing about this can, in fact, this is going to be here for as long as it is. Like when we see another soul, that soul's like can do unexpected things. That's what we're afraid of. So we are the ones clouding. The stronger the soul, the more like hate is clouded around it, because they have the power to disturb matter. That's what ego needs. He sees that God has the power to disturb his matter by just simply letting this. I mean, it's not letting. It's just that consciousness is here. It's always going to be. The soul is just flickering constantly. Mass is trying to go where it's go. Every time we disturb matter, it's the devil. That's the thing. We just have to differentiate our future and our past. I don't need to know what's coming my way, because I just know it's going to come from there. So, I mean, that's why it's like, your past is my future. That's why that's why ego hates God. The devil hates God. I'm not God. Future is God. I am just the barycenter between the future and the past, like the event horizon of maybe in the second dimension, the event horizon of the black hole maybe that's the white hole of the what's it called? What if hate, like, because we send mass into black holes, they come out of those into the second dimension, everything we're sending there, continuing. So we have to figure out, we have to be the filters, because whatever's ahead of me, the fifth dimensional soul and the fourth dimensional bodies, they have their fourth dimensional devil. And the devil is trying up there too. to get the joy, or to get whatever those, they're trying to disrupt that so that it can be passed through here. Like, the devil is the one being manipulated, and he can't stand it. So he can only ever make you fear. The only way he can ever try to make you manipulate him to the way he thinks he's supposed to go, but he can't see the future, so he never knows. He cannot anticipate. He does not feel. He only tries to understand. He does not feel. And he hates me now. So I know, because I'm naked. My soul is... wow, I'm such an exhibitionist to my soul, down to my core. My soul is bare. Wow. And you know what that's going to attract? I know exactly what that's going to attract. Come get me, ego. You're going to win. The most you can do is damage your mass, but you'll never reach me.